So I was cleaning up and find a bunch of LED strips laying around. I have like 4 rolls of these and never used them. And then I spotted this Raspberry Pi that has been collecting dust since roughly the Obama administration. And I thought, what if I actually did something with this? Then that thought turned into this, a floor game. A floor game. Pressure sensitive tiles, LEDs that react when you step on them. Basically, the floor is lava, but like with LEDs, physical tiles. You step on the wrong one and you lose. I have no idea if this will work. I guess we'll find out. This is Velostat. It's a pressure sensitive conductive material. Basically, the harder you press it, the more electricity it conducts. Which is exactly what we need to detect whether someone is standing on a tile. Each tile is 25 by 25 centimeters. I'm cutting 13 strips per tile, 1 centimeter wide, alternating with 1 centimeter gaps for the tiles. I did the math. I have exactly 7 strips of margin because I bought 4 of these and they're a little expensive. So I have exactly 7 strips of margin across all 9 tiles. No pressure. I was going to make a jig for this, and then I remembered that I'm sitting in front of a cutting mat with a grid on it. Engineering. Wow, look at me go. Still, cutting all those strips took its toll on me. I ended up with a sore wrist. These are all my Velostat strips. Cute! Took me a while, but here they are. But before we build anything, let's confirm this actually does what it's supposed to do. I have this little piece of cardboard with some copper tape on it. And then I have this other little thingy, the Velostat with copper tape, and just with a wire to measure the conductivity. So we place it like this. Right now, we turn this on. First of all, I want to check like my reference values, right? So if I just put the electrodes against themselves, I get a 0. That's my base reading. That means that there's no resistance there. Then, if I place the Velostat here, you see how resistance changes the more I press? If there's no contact, then you will see nothing. But as soon as I start pressing, if I just press lightly, you see some resistance. If I press harder, you see less resistance. That's basically the way it works. It's not constant, it sort of fluctuates. But that's all we need. That's the whole sensor. That's it. The Pi will read the resistance drop and will know that someone's there. And then about $1.50 of plastic that makes a floor game possible. Sure. This is a MOSFET, a transistor. It means that it lets a small signal control a larger one. The Raspberry Pi outputs 3.3 volts. The LED strips run 24. If I connect it directly, best case, nothing happens. Worst case, I kill the Pi. So instead, the Pi tells the MOSFET what to do and the MOSFET does all the heavy lifting. Gate gets the signal, and then this is not sped up at all. This is the normal speed that I work at all the time, every day. We get power. First plug this in, and then plug this in. Moment of truth. Oh boy. Yeah, that'll do it. Just right. Okay. That's why you keep a spare kits. And that's also why it's also recommended that you use a coupler. So let's do that. So let's do some changes. Put this here. This and this will change. This is still not sped up. No, don't add me in the comments. Don't believe any naysayers. Trust only me. Right, so after messing up, I rewired the whole thing, and now we're ready for our test. Moment of truth. Yep, that'll do. One channel down, 2 more per tile, 9 tiles. We're gonna be here a while. 1 channel out of 3. Let's have the other 2. For this, I already have this other breadboard with essentially the basics that I need to use. I am going to just wire this back up here, and that'll be it. Hopefully it works. So this one should go, oh, let me turn this off. This one should go here, and this one should go here. What is that? You think I made this so the video was less boring? How dare you? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tape this together so that we don't lose them and we have them nice and together and tidy and tight. And here, and yep, so that should be it. So we test green and we test blue, there you go, and we test red, there you go. So now maybe that's it. How about that? And maybe you want everything on and you have white. Safe tiles, lava, that's the game. Green means you're fine, red means you're not. 9 tiles, 1 Raspberry Pi, very old Raspberry Pi, some dusty LED strips. We're getting somewhere. Alright, so tonight we proved two things. One, that Velostat actually responds to pressure. Numbers are clean, threshold is obvious. Two, that the pipe can control the LED strips red, green, blue independently on command. We also proved that if you connect the wrong pin to the Raspberry Pi, you get a very small and very permanent mistake. That one's on me. Next up, we built the first actual tile. MDF base, pressure pad, LED strip, acrylic on top. If that works, we build 8 more. Subscribe if you want to find out whether it does.